All right, everybody, it should be live. Back with the GoPro angle again. Let's see. Working on this set. This is day 2 working on this set. Looks like I'm live on there. Trying to get my phone set up so I can see the comments. Live chat. Let me see. I was already working on bag number 6. I went through bag 1 through 5 yesterday. I'm working on bag 6 now, just finishing it up. This set has 13 bags in it. I'm going to try and work on this for a couple hours today and talk with everybody that shows up and watches this in the replay. Hopefully, a couple people watched it in replay. Like I said, I don't expect a lot of people to watch this, but don't care. I'm having fun. Hopefully, you go back and watch the first one if you haven't already. But I'm building the Ghost and Phantom 2 from this is from the Ahsoka series. This isn't the one from the Rebels series. Same ship, but different Lego set. But like I said, I'm finishing up bag number 6. I just did 1 through 5 yesterday. I figured I'd do a live stream for the hell of it. Something different. Something I haven't done before. I'm hanging out doing Legos. I don't have to work my main job at all. So I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras so you can see what I'm doing now, not looking at my face. But this is what I did yesterday too, till my GoPro decided to die and freeze up on me. But like I said, I'm just finishing up bag number 6. We're building the ship. We built the Phantom yesterday. And of course, we got two minifigures so far out of the first 6 bags. But this set has 5 minifigures. But yeah, I see says one person, which is probably me, but I'm still going to keep talking like somebody's here. I do that to myself anyway. Being a moto vlogger, you have a tendency to do that anyway. You talk to yourself while you're riding motorcycle. This is pretty much the same thing, but instead I'm just talking to myself while I'm building Legos. More or less. Probably do this for a couple hours again today. I planned on working on this one. This one I was waiting for my holiday break to do it. So, oops. I got to switch this one. Hang on. I got to reverse this one. Already screwing up. As soon as I got on camera, I started screwing up. Let's say last time my GoPro froze up, I'm using the GoPro 8. I'm going to buy a dedicated camera, I think, next time. I have a camera on the laptop, but I figured for something like this would be better to live stream so you can actually see what I'm working on, not just my face talking about it. I got my Deadpool shirt on today. Yesterday I had a Harley shirt on. Not that I own one. I own an Indian, but I like them all. I like all kinds of bikes. I even own that China bike, so Chanda. All bikes are fun to ride. Let's see. I'll be watching comments if people say anything too. I had someone on yesterday. He was talking about some of the Star Wars shows and stuff, so someone that pretty much was more knowledgeable than me about the canon, like the book stuff, Legends. Like I said, if anybody follows me, I do Star Wars stuff all the time. Most of my Legos, Star Wars, some Marvel. Let's say I have 2 shelves of Legos and Pops that I use. Technic rides. Yeah, doing my Lego thing live again. Something to do. I would be doing this down here either way if I wasn't doing it live. So I just figured it'd be fun to have somebody to talk to or hang out. Otherwise, it'd be blasting music down here probably. Although I'd get yelled at by my wife because she's working upstairs. She usually has conference calls and all kinds of stuff. What happens when you're a big wig at your company? Starting bag number 7. Bag 6 went really quick. I started doing bag 6 before I started the live stream. I figured I'd want to get going. Yesterday's live stream went over 3 hours. I don't expect everybody to watch every single hour and every single minute of this, but hey, if you got time to let it play in the background, it'd help me out. Get me some revenue. My watch time and everything's been down lately. This whole year, I've just been going downhill with the watch time and views and stuff. I didn't gain as many subscribers this year as I used to. I used to average about 400 a year. Yeah, I did. I only did one bag. So once I quit the live stream yesterday, I finished up bag 5. I went upstairs to go eat my split pea soup, which came out really good. But I usually make that every year. That's kind of like the next day after Christmas thing. I usually do split pea. It's a real easy one. Yeah. That's what Black Phoenix did yesterday, too. He kind of came on and watched from work. Yeah, I told you, Addison, we should get you one of those, that bookshelf thing that would fit right in your corner. Let's say we can probably find one somewhere pretty cheap for less than 40 or 50 bucks. I just ordered 2 Lego sets off of eBay. I got Luke's X-Wing, which I don't know if that's the one you have or not, Addison. That's the X-Wing and the I have the Luke's X-Wing, and then I ordered his land speeder. There's a little one that's been retired. I had like a $10 coupon for eBay, and there was 2 sets that I was watching on eBay for a while. The one's probably overpriced because they're both retired sets. Technically, the X-Wing's been retired for a little bit. I know there's still some in the stores, but yeah, I'm putting together one of the figures now. This is Jason Sandula. He's definitely a character. A lot of people, unless they watched the end of Rebels or the Ahsoka series, wouldn't know who that is, but that's the son of Hera Syndulla. And God, my brain's not working right now. I worked this morning. This morning was an early morning again. I went back to my day job. So, oh yeah, you have Poe's X-Wing. I just ordered Luke's X-Wing. That one, like I said, I got Luke's X-Wing, and then I got the speeder. It's not the big one; it's a little speeder. This one's probably less than 200 pieces, if I remember. But yeah, that's the 3rd minifigure. So I got 3 minifigures. There's only 2 left in there in the set. So yeah, I looked at Poe's too. I've got plenty of room for stuff. I just like the ships. I'll probably end up like the speeder will probably sit on the shelf somewhere. I'm gonna have to rearrange that on the shelf, but then I'll probably hang up Luke's X-Wing somewhere in the middle. Let's say I've got my shelf pretty well organized now that I built the expansion. I don't know what I'm going to do once I get these filled. I'm kind of keeping them organized based off of the shows, the timeline, whatever, with the original shows. All the shows, movies, obviously. Yeah. As I say, I don't know. I wasn't planning on rushing through this at all, so I'll probably do a couple hours of the live stream and work on this, and we'll see how hungry I am. That tends to be what stops me from doing anything. Filling up and emptying out. Not that you need to hear that, but I couldn't remember which one you had, so all right, where did these ones go? Kind of working our way through the middle of the ship now. The first bag was the Phantom, and then the rest of the bags so far have been building up the base of the ship, the Ghost. So I did have someone on here yesterday talking about some of the Star Wars stuff. I know, like a lot of people, they weren't happy with the new stuff. I am. Addison and I tend to enjoy stuff regardless of what it changes from the original canon. I say I'm old enough to have gone to all the movies in the theater. I did miss going for the was it the 40th anniversary when they had the Return of the Jedi. I really regret not going for that. Not that they really changed anything, but I still should have gone. I don't remember why I couldn't go. I know that was back in April. I don't know why they did April. Should have been May, but yeah, I've been waiting to build this ship for quite a while. Paid my bonus check. I did end up getting this one. This one's not the most expensive set you could get. Looks like I got about 3 people. That's probably including me, but so say I take what I can get doing this. I'm just hanging out and talking, doing this. If I had some copyright-free music, I'd probably play it in the background. Right now, the only thing I got going on in the background is a space heater, which I may turn down in a couple minutes. I don't know if you can hear that on camera or not, but I'm in my basement. It's been pretty warm out, but still kind of cold down here to be sitting for too long. Looks like I do this one a couple times. You can hear me. Did the video freeze up again? All right, I'm gonna switch camera angles. It's something to do with the GoPro. I'm just gonna switch back. I shouldn't have bothered using the GoPro. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's the GoPro freezing up again. I'm shutting it off. Yeah, it's froze. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's not really meant to be a. They designed the 8 to be the first one to live stream with and stuff. And it doesn't like being a camera for that. So I'm probably going to end up picking up something off Amazon. Hang on. I got to switch this out. This sucks. I know I can live stream directly from the camera, but I don't want to do that. I like going through StreamYard. Let me switch this back. This camera, yeah, it froze quick today. I took it out of the media mod too. All right. Yeah, I was able to do it before a couple times when I do the scout stuff out in the scout shed, but let me see. I don't know, take the box off up there for now. You guys can't see it anyway. I'm just trying to angle the laptop so everybody can see what's going on. That's what sucks. I'm going to have to pick up a different camera for this. It's a pain in the butt. You can see what I'm doing, though, more or less. Yeah, I'll move this over. My phone over. I can read the comments better. Yeah, my GoPro 8's been a decent camera. I generally use the 8 for anything off the bike, and I haven't had too many issues with it. Once in a while, but let's say I already took it out of the media mod earlier. I got this one used anyway. Half the time it's because of the batteries overheat. I need to go through and replace all the batteries. That sucks. So it's so much easier because I can move this GoPro around a lot easier if I need to show you a different angle than the laptop. Let's see. I'm trying to do this. So you can kind of see a little bit better. Yeah. But yeah, I wish you could just take the battery out of it and run it off there because I think half the issue is because of the battery. Batteries get hot. It just sucks for an action camera. They get hot, they get cold, they don't like to work. I'll say I know I talked about it a little bit yesterday. I lost a lot of my footage at VAM this year because of this stupid overheating or whatever. So try to do as much of this build as I can on camera. Let's see. I think I got all that. I got to do this piece twice. So they honestly probably could have done less than 13 bags for this. They always talk about in some of the instructions how they trying to be better for the environment with their sets. I'm like, oh, you got 13 bags in there. You probably could have done it in 7 bags. Like I said, bag 6 didn't have much in it. But yeah, I'm looking. I know streaming on StreamYard, since I don't pay for it, they only let you go up to 720. I don't think they let me even do 1080, which is fine. It's whatever. My lighting down here sucks too. I've got one LED light. It's really bright, but it kind of washes everything out with the camera. I noticed that yesterday when I kind of briefly looked at everything. All right. Searching for something. Dang it. I'm going to move the ghost out of the way for a minute. I got to spread out my parts. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I like, most of the time, my GoPros. I like my GoPro 360. I bought a different mount for my bike this year. Try that out when I go for a ride. I don't think I can do highway speeds with it, though. I don't know what kind of stability it would have at highway speeds, but I can raise it up over my head, almost like a drone. But I'd have to be able to do that while riding, too, which is not the safest thing in the world to do. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're might be building a part of the wings here. Yeah. So I think I got to do this again twice. I think everything in this bag gets done twice, at least starting off. Oops. Hang on a minute. I'm jumping the gun on this. These ones go over the top of that. Tell you though, this is my first build over 1,000 pieces. Like I said, this 1,300 and what was it, 94 pieces. So this is the biggest set I've done so far. I know there's a lot bigger sets than this, but I have no room and no money to spend on it. Let's say I need to start thinking about buying a new motorcycle here in the next 2 years. So buying stuff like this isn't helping. I will probably do this. So like I said, I got 2 more sets coming. I've got actually I got 2 more sets that are over 1,000, I think, to build. I have the Yavin 4 base, which I ended up getting a really good deal from Best Buy, of all places. They had a sale for like 1 day or 2 days. And I jumped on it because it was like, I think the set was normally like 100 and something, and I got it like dirt cheap. Oops. Can't remember how much. But they had that in the Quinjet from Marvel. I was on the fence about that too. If I would have had the money at the time, I probably would have got both. Probably could have gave the Quinjet to my daughter. She and I both wanted to do that one, but at the time I was also shopping for Christmas, so But this was a Christmas set for myself. I did actually. What's going on with this? Am I supposed to push that all the way through? Yeah, that one they want me to push it in. All right. That was interesting. Gingerbread House Lego set. I don't know if I've seen that one. My wife does Harry Potter and like the cityscapes. I actually just got a bunch of minifigures yesterday. A lot of them were from the troopers from the Ahsoka series. The one Admiral Thrawn's troopers. I got Admiral Thrawn. For some reason, though, those all came with BB-8s, and I got like the whole thing, and they gave me BB-8s, and I don't know why. BB-8 had nothing to do with that, which is weird. But then I end up getting a Wolverine as a mystery figure. I'm going to give that one to my daughter. But I get these all the time. I found a deal on those. It was like $75 worth of minifigures for like $30. So I'm always looking at deals for that stuff. Whether they're official Lego or not, I don't care. Minifigures are cool either way. That's how I started off with this anyway. I started off just doing minifigures and small sets. And then it expanded to bigger ships. Yeah, they are pretty complex. Now, Road Reality, if you want to see some complex Lego sets, he shares them on his Instagram all the time. Or not Instagram, sorry. He does them on his Facebook page. But he did one of the Ninjago sets. I don't do any of those. But he does everything like he has a lot of Marvel. He actually has the Avengers Tower right now. I'm jealous of that one, but he's got like the big Hulkbuster set he did before. He was actually tearing that apart a while ago. He's somebody that's really organized with that stuff, though. Like he's got bins of parts in different colors, and I wouldn't be surprised if he popped in on the comments at some point. Let me see. I'm trying to think what my favorite set was so far. I like doing the helmets. I pretty much have every helmet that's available that's not hundreds of dollars. I don't have the Stormtrooper helmet. The original Stormtrooper helmet is like worth hundreds of dollars now. I didn't get into doing this early enough, so don't plan on buying it. But I got the Snow Trooper. I still got to build. I have a Scout Trooper, and I've got the Dark Trooper. I have 2 Trooper helmets left. And I guess Lego's not going to make any more helmets for a while, but they have a Spider-Man mask, so yeah, Spider-Man mask comes out as of January 1st, which is on my list. I don't know if I'm going to order that from Target ahead of time. Well, it's only a couple days, but I thought about just ordering it from Lego directly and then building up some more points. I wouldn't mind building up some more points there so I can get some free money, free Legos out of it after a while. But say with me doing it, my daughter doing it, my wife doing it, it's be good to build up some points so I can get some free sets for us. Although once we get through winter, I have to back off on these things for a little bit though, because like I said, I got a full-size Lego Fairlane I have to put together. My Fairlane's got taken up half this room, my Fairlane and my camping stuff. So I'd like to get working on the Fairlane again. That will definitely be on my channel at some point. I gotta finish cleaning up the underside and undercoat it. I'm gonna POR it. I'm gonna undercoat it. I have a gas tank I have to put in, brand new. So that's, like I said, it's like a full-size Lego. Pretty much everything we do with motorcycles and cars is full-size Legos. I wish I could get an Indian Scout Lego set. I know they do a couple like sport bikes. I know Temu has a couple sets like that too. I think if there's a sport bike, I think there's a CR250 one on Temu. I thought about getting one of those and just not putting the CR250 stickers on it. Just make it look like the Chanda, my Yo Mama. I'd have to custom order some stickers to match maybe. I think I got it so far. This is actually page 150 I'm working on too with bag number 7. So this book was pretty thick. And that's what she said. Yeah, a lot of this one's repetitive because I'm kind of like building out both sides of the ship. This is actually, let's see if I can see it. That greenish color is like my favorite colored Lego. I use that one a lot on the Boba Fett helmet. And what was the other one? I had another one that had a lot of that green in it. Boba Fett's helmet, the Slave One, Boba Fett ship. I have a couple of those. I have a smaller one that was like a $10 set from Walmart. Yeah, I know. That'd be nice if they had the full Indian line. I'd be just happy with just any Indian motorcycle, even if it's not one that I have. Pretty cool. I'm surprised, honestly, Harley hasn't done something with one of these companies. There's Mega Block too. That's the same company that makes Hot Wheels, Mattel. They have 4 cars that they built right now. There's one that's like a 77 Trans Am that comes with the Matchbox car. I keep thinking about that one. So Trans Am's one of my favorite cars, especially the Smokey and the Bandit. Got me into that one. But they have like a rat rod style truck. They had something else. Can't think of what kind of car it is, but they had them on sale. Target's been pretty good for sales lately. I'm a Red Circle member, so I save a little bit more each time I buy something. I actually just got $50. Uh-oh. COVID. But sticker time. Oh, which sticker is it? Yeah, all the stickers on this are actually clear. For this set, I haven't had any with any kind of color on them, which is nice because it just shows what's in the background. Let's see. They're clear. There's only been a couple. I had one little smaller sticker sheet that I already used up. So, that way. Yeah, but I'm surprised Mattel hasn't tried to do a Harley build, or Harley hasn't worked with anybody as popular as Harleys are. I don't know. The car companies seem to work with Lego and Mattel quite a bit. I don't know why they couldn't do that. Let's see. I don't care if they came out with a decent motorcycle. One of the Marvel characters is supposed to be coming out with a motorcycle one this year. Again, I just did Ghost Rider. They had a Ghost Rider mech suit with a motorcycle chopper. That's the only motorcycle build I've done so far. There's a couple smaller sets that I've been looking at in the Marvel. And there's like a little tiny motorcycle. There's 2 different options you can build with that one that I've looked at. So I got to make sure am I looking at the right one? Yeah, this is almost a repeat of the same thing. So it's throwing me off a little bit because they're having me do a sticker first. Yeah, there's a small set that I keep seeing at Walmart. I keep talking about buying. I was going to actually try to change the color of it a little bit, kind of make it look like the Indian Scout 60. But let's see. This one goes on the side. Yeah, I'm getting where I can't push down on it without holding it. Yeah, that'd be nice when I get this one done. I've done Lego every day since I've been off. I haven't worked a night since Wednesday night. So I've been doing sets every day, small sets. Did I do any? Yeah, I did Obi-Wan ship. That's kind of a smaller set. Yeah, it's Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter from Clone Wars. Where the hell did these go? Gotta make sure I'm using the right pieces here too. Huh. Am I missing something? Why does it that side looks different than the other side? I feel like I screwed up somewhere. Yeah, I did. I caught it. Hang on. This set's actually got to move back. Somehow I screwed up. How did I screw that up? That green one's got it. That's why that. Get back here. That green one's got to go back on there. Yeah, that's supposed to go to the top of that. There. Now it's built. Now I got it. All right. There's I'm trying to think what other sets I'd like to see. I wish they did a little bit more with Star Trek, actually. I've never really noticed any official Star Trek Lego sets in my searches. I got to actually turn this around so it looks the same as the picture. But I've seen some like different companies make Star Trek sets. I'd like to see at least the Enterprise, as long as it's a decent build. Let's say my Ghostbusters car was not the greatest build because it wasn't an official set. The official Lego set was way too expensive for me to do it. So if somebody wants to send me $9.95 a month, I'll take donations. I'm not scared to take your money. Just kidding. Don't send me money because I said that. Unless you really want to. If you got money, burn a hole in your pocket. I'm never afraid of money. I'm afraid how fast it disappears when I got expensive hobbies. Cars, camping, motorcycles, and now this stuff. This was not a hobby I should have taken up as much as I enjoy it. It's just going to make me broke. Although I like doing it. Everything you enjoy doing makes you broke. I don't care. I can't take the money with me that I don't have anyway. Yeah, I like both Star Trek and Star Wars. I've always liked both of them. Honestly, in my opinion, they're not even in the same genre. You know, people like to argue that they are, but just because space and science fiction are involved, it doesn't mean they're the same thing. Although Star Trek's a little bit closer to being realistic than Star Wars. Star Wars is a space opera. Actually, I'd like to have Spaceballs. I've been looking. I'd like to have Spaceballs sets. They do have the one company that makes can't think of it. There's a company that makes the RV from Spaceballs. They also make the RV from Breaking Bad with all the like blue meth stuff in it. I thought about building my own set eventually, where I put like the Spaceballs RV and the um, blue meth RV from Breaking Bad together. Make like a campground. Yeah, they should have a dark helmet. That would be a good one too. That'd have to be bigger than the Darth Vader helmet somehow. I just watched Spaceballs like another month or two ago. I love that movie. Oops. One thing with this table I'm working on, it's slippery. There. Getting somewhere. A couple small pieces left. I bet you I'm done with this page. Yeah, I'm starting bag 8 now. Extra pieces out of the way. Oh, bag 8's small. Got something rolled away. Yeah, this doesn't have too much in it. It's probably not going to take me long to do this one. Yeah, I watched Spaceballs like a few months ago at some point. I have to do this. This one has to be done 4 times. So Spaceballs and History of the World. I never did watch the History of the World series they put on Hulu a little while ago. I don't know. I didn't hear good things about it. We waited for a second movie for that for a long time, and it just never came out. So they made a series. I got a feeling it'd be more like Drunk History if I watched it. I say this bag's not going to last me long at all. Especially since I'm building the same thing 4 times. I haven't watched the Percy Jackson one. I'll have to watch that one. I've been seeing the ads for it. I got to get back to watching What If. I watched the first 4 episodes of What If. I'm not really as happy with What If as I was for the first season. I'll still watch all of it. There are some good parts here and there. So far, it hasn't really been linked to season 1 too much. Uh, Watching it right now. Yeah, maybe after What If's done, because What If will be done, and then the Echo series starts in January. That'll be 8 or 9 episodes, but I think that'll be weekly. I don't think they're going to do daily like they're doing for What If. Echo should be decent because that'll be linked to Daredevil. I think Daredevil's still supposed to come out in the spring. Can't remember. I better slow down because now I'm skipping ahead. All right. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this all 4 times. Let's skip ahead and look. Yeah, I'm doing this part 4 times. So I said I'm blowing through this piece. Yeah. All right. Just had to stare at it for a minute, make sure I wasn't skipping ahead too much. Yeah, I'll have to check out Percy Jackson. I did like that movie years ago. Let's see. My wife's friends wanted us to come over later tonight to play dominoes or whatever. I've never even played dominoes. Honestly, I don't feel like going anywhere. I still have to work 2 more days this week. I'd rather drink from the comfort of my own chair. But if I don't get this done today, I'll definitely finish it up tomorrow. That's my plan anyway. I planned on doing this over 2 or 3 days. Live stream was kind of a last minute thing. I just figured, what the hell. A couple people went back and watched it yesterday after the stream was over. If I make 50 cents off this live stream, it's good enough. I don't plan on doing a lot of Lego stuff on here. Oh, it's been, yeah, today it was pouring out. Christmas Day was okay. Christmas Day was actually really warm here. But yeah, I ended up driving my truck to work this morning, which sucks because I try not to do that for such a short distance because I only work 1.5 miles away. So kind of would rather ride. That's why I bought the John DeForce. I can ride through the winter with that. So say people will be working out in the vineyards when it's snowing out in here. I come riding by with that thing. It's a fun bike. It's just I don't trust it to go very far. I got a couple more things I want to do to it. I still get a slight bog to it. There's only 2 things left that I could check though to see what's causing the bog on that. I'm gonna check the fuel injection computer on that bike is so simple. It just, I don't know. You get what you pay for. I gotta check there's a temperature sensor on it, and I don't know what else would cause the issue with the slight bog. It doesn't do it till it warms up. The bike now, even since I had it tuned, it runs a lot better since I had the tune done on it. But once it gets warmed up, like it doesn't, when you first start it up in the morning, even if it's cold, it doesn't go to high idle. So it's either like the throttle position sensor on the throttle body somewhere, or the temperature sensor. Temperature sensor is easy to get to and change, but it's $40 for the part, which I don't want to just go spend $40 if that's not what the cause is. But now some other people have had that issue where they switched out the temperature sensor and the bike idled fine. I want to change the muffler on it at some point. I don't want that bike to be any louder, but I know the stock muffler's kind of falling apart on me on the inside a little bit. Yeah, I rode. When was the last time I've been on the bike? I think I was on the bike Friday for a little bit. I won't ride the Indian again the rest of the year. It's freaking too much salt and gravel all over. I said the Chanda, I don't care. That thing will be rusty, but I can always clean it up and paint it as need be. I got to replace one of the plastic side pieces on the tank because it rattles. I want to put a different headlight on that bike too. All right. Yeah, basically I've been building the same thing 4 times. Oops, I gotta turn it though. That part's turned wrong. But yeah, the one of the plastic though, where it mounts to the gas tank broke, and I tried using glue and hot glue, and I even tried melting it, and it still won't stop rattling in that one spot where it broke. So I may just pick up some new plastics for it. Yeah, as far as the idle goes, I would only think it's one of the other things, the temperature sensor or the idle. I don't like running a fuel injector cleaner and stuff through it too much. I probably could do that, but I don't think that's what it is though, because when you're on the throttle, it's perfectly fine. It just, to me, it just idles weird. It doesn't idle quite right. And then it said it wants to bog. Like if you stop at a stoplight, once it's warmed up, it wants to bog a little bit. So, all right, where the hell's this go? Looking at it the right way. Did I miss a step? What the hell is this going? Oh. Kind of neat. But it'd be nice to get that thing running halfway decent. I keep thinking I want to do a motorcycle camping trip. O2 sensor has been checked. That's fine. I actually bought a new one of those because I found one cheap. So O2 is okay. That's the O2 on that's right off the head of the engine. And I've been considering taking the when I change the exhaust out on it, I'll probably change the catalytic converter. Get rid of the catalytic converter, I should say, because those tend to have an issue on these bikes too. The only problem is there isn't an aftermarket exhaust for this with the O2 sensor, and I don't weld. So my idea was to leave the stock head pipe with the O2 sensor and then run a different back half if I can get them to go together. Let's see. So far, looks pretty good. But I allegedly have never had that bike inspected either, so they don't even check the emissions on those bikes anyway. So I have to do this part 2 times. To say eventually, if I'd like to get it running halfway decent, if I could trust it. Most I've ridden it in one day is like 80 miles. That was before I did the seat modification to it. So yeah, that was pretty uncomfortable. Plus it was cold out. It was like last winter I rode the 80 miles on that. It was actually probably only 30 miles away from home, but I did a big loop on it. And that was before I had it tuned and did all the other stuff to it. So, and I don't think I had the sprockets changed out yet either. So, It'll be the last time I buy a bike this small of an engine again, though. I'd like to have another dual sport eventually. But yeah, I'd like to have another dual sport. I keep looking at like KLRs. I would probably buy a used KLR if I went that route. I've got my old Suzuki, though. I need to finish working on the old Suzuki. Then I can decide from there. I may just put some knobby. I don't want to put knobby tires on it, but I'll put like some 50/50s or whatever you call it, 70/30s. So it's still smooth on the road. But at least my other bike, my old Suzuki's a 450. I know I can do the highway with it. I'll keep riding that through the winter. That's carburetor. That's another bike that's been sitting since 2012. I've worked on that and then quit working on it and worked on it. Like I did wiring on it this year a little bit. That bike is completely not stock anymore. Honestly, the only thing, that bike needs tires, oil change, new fuel lines, because I put a different tank on it. The other tank rusted out on the inside and modified the seat. Got rid of the rear fender altogether. Did like a tail delete or whatever you call it. Not tail light delete, but where does this one go? What the hell? I'm trying to figure out which direction this goes. Oh, gotta flip it. Let's see. Flip it and turn it. Yeah, that old Suzuki was the first motorcycle I ever owned, though. I've had that since like 1998. Something like that. I think it was it 98? No, not 98. 2008. I think more or less when I started riding. I had a little Honda 50cc scooter, little Honda Elite scooter. I love that thing too. I would actually mind going back to like a 650 scooter or whatever, because it's a short ride bike anyway. The Chanda, I'd like to get rid of that and maybe finish off my Suzuki. Something I can just keep for short distance rides and then occasionally jump on the highway. I can't jump on the highway with the Chanda. No, 24, they got a couple different colors for the well, I know I always got my eye on the Chief and the Super Chief, Sport Chief. I don't know if I would go with the Sport Chief. I like the Sport Chief because it has the dual front brakes. It has the Brembos, and it's got better suspension on it. Yeah, the Bergman 400s are good. Let me see. I'm working bag 9 now. There's a guy I talked to one day. Stopped at the Circle K around the corner from my house, and this guy had a Honda Silverwing 650, and he said that 650 Silverwing scooter was faster than his Harley, because he said he had a full dress Harley too. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said that 650 was a lot faster. Yeah, there's closest demo ride we had was in Buffalo. They've got a dealership in Buffalo now. There's a dealership in the Finger Lakes, New York State Finger Lakes, that just bought one of the old Polaris dealerships. So there's another Indian dealership that's like an hour away. I haven't been there yet. I went to that dealership before it was owned by this company. They didn't have too many motorcycles, and they were mostly like in Polaris off-road stuff. But they had a demo ride there, and they had it on a Tuesday. I just couldn't go. which was unfortunate. I'd like to get up to Zero again, because Zero has a adventure bike now. You can buy an adventure bike for them with the full trunks and everything, or without it. Those freaking bikes are fun. I don't care if you don't like electric bikes or not. You should still take a ride, even if you don't plan on ever buying one. Let's see. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having one of those if I didn't, for my short ride bike. All right. Looks like I have to do this. Figure out which direction I'm going. But I want to get up to Zero again. There's a couple other companies that have been starting to come out with the electric stuff too, and they just, what was it? One of the companies that just, I don't know, they don't even have the speed or the range that Zero has. Zero has, it's got it locked down. They're way better than the Live Wire, and they cost less. Oops, I think I skipped the page. No. That's why. Right. Yeah, I did. The only demo rides I've ever done on camera is the 2 Zero ones I did 2 summers ago. I had so much fun doing that. I did one of the bikes. I went on it like 3 times. There was a controlled ride though, so they couldn't really test out the full torque of the motor. It was weird being on something that quiet. But yeah, those bikes move though. Let's say they may not have a lot of range. They limited those the 1 sport bike that I rode. I can't remember the model number for it, but they limited it to 105. I think that damn thing would have got up there quick and probably kept going if they didn't have the limiter on it easily. They had a dual sport too. They had 2 different dual sports. I only got to try the one. The other one they didn't let us try out. But those were probably the night. I've never been to that dealership because they actually had the demo rides at a restaurant, bar type place. But they were the nicest people I ever talked to from a dealership. They've emailed me and I talked to them at the demo ride, and they said, you can stop by at our dealership anytime up by Buffalo. I'll probably at some point, if I can, meet up with Throttle Fiend up there because he is like an hour away from there too. So he comes from the Rochester direction. I come from the Erie, PA direction. So yeah, the Zero's fun. I said they've got an adventure bike right now. Like they did one of those trail rides, and I guess it did all right. I don't know. So I'll say I can't see me traveling very far on one, even if they do improve on the technology. It just, I still like that rumble from the V-twin. So I say I'll probably, next bike will most likely be a Chief. Just don't know which one. It's probably going to be at least 2 years before I do it again, get another one. So it's kind of an interesting looking set there. I don't think I had to do this one twice. Probably do, but oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back and do this whole thing again. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to ride the Chief, any of the new Chiefs, but I've been to like three 3 or 4 dealerships this year, and I sat on them. They're so similar to the Scout lineup. They're just a little bit bigger, which I liked. I don't want a full-size touring bike. I just want more range, and they're definitely going to be better on the highway just because of their different style of V-twin. That's more or less what I'm looking at. I've done so many trips on this Indian Scout 60 over the years. It's been fun, but I ain't getting any younger. Taint. I'd like to have something with a little bit more range. I don't know. I've heard varying things about the gas range on those bikes too. Some people say they get over 50 miles per gallon. Some people say they don't get that much. Be nice if I got the same miles per gallon at least if I got 45 on the highway. I tend to behave myself a little bit more on longer trips. But that's why I don't know if I want to go with the Super Chief, which has the bags and the windshield and everything already on it, or if I want to go with the Sport Chief and just the fairing and the windshield aren't going to be big enough for a trip bike. But I like the upgraded brakes on it, and it sits about an inch higher. And like I said, the colors are a little different on that too. I want one with just black engine, the black exhaust, everything on it, right from the factory with the 116. I think that's it. I got to flip this back over. Yeah, but I definitely want to make sure I get the 116 engine. I have to lift this up. All black. I don't want a black bike again, though. I do want like all the components to be black, the engine, exhaust, and everything. Not sure if I really want spoke wheels. Yeah, the dark horses are nice. Yeah, I miss my Kawasaki Vulcan 900. I think I have to do this again, don't I? No, they have different instructions. My Vulcan 900, I used to be able to get 225 miles. They had a 5.3 liter gas tank. It's kind of weird how Kawasaki decided to put the same exact size gas tank on that as they did as their touring bikes. My friend had a Vulcan Nomad with the bags, hard bags, and windshield and everything on it. And he had the same exact gas tank I had. But he got less than 40 miles per gallon. That Vulcan 900 used to get about 48 miles per gallon, something like that. So I could go 225 miles. Problem is, that bike, you see, my back would kill me after 200 miles. So riding, I couldn't do the trips on that like I do on my Scout 60. That was a decent bike. It struggled a little bit on the highway. Even me changing out the gearing on it. I changed out the front and rear pulley on that bike. That bike allegedly went to 105 too. I've never really been faster than that. Wow, there was this one time, but that was in Mexico. I don't speed in the United States. So, but there may have been a time that the Indian Scout 60 went over 110, but like I said, not in this country. Yeah, sport mode's got to be crazy. I wish that's nice. I actually like that. That's in my truck too. The truck has the sport modes, and that's the way to go. I like the last zero that I rode. I like, everybody has sport mode now, pretty much. They do like the sport modes and stuff. The zero, the last one I test rode, had what was called canyon mode, because that was freaking nice. Canyon mode actually worked is kind of halfway between sport mode and like a regular mode. It's like you're on the throttle, off the throttle, on the throttle. But it was perfect for, like they say, riding through a canyon where you need the engine braking. You could haul ass on that bike and never touch the brake. That would have been perfect for like the back of the Dragon or something to say. I wouldn't mind. I wish somebody would do a demo right near the back of the Dragon so I can have the zero down there, because that was cool. How was the engine braking was good on that, full throttle, engine brake, full throttle, engine brake. I'm not endorsed by them in any way, but if they're listening right now, please feel free to endorse me. I want to get paid. Let's see, more stickers. Yeah, it'd be nice to have sponsorship or something like some of these guys I see. I would like to have a new bike and go to Sturgis. I want to go through Canada, though. That's what I say. If I do the next Sturgis trip, I'm going through the southern part of Canada. That's my plan anyway. It's what I thought about doing the last couple years. But I definitely want to go back. That was a fun trip. Be nice to ride out there with somebody, but I enjoyed the ride, even being by myself till I got out there and got to hang out with Bearded Bobber and Meatball Rebel and just all kinds of people. People I probably won't get a chance to ride with again unless I meet them up halfway across the country. Unless for some reason they're on this side of the road. The pond, whatever you call it, this side of the country. Let's see. Yeah. Say the ride out to Sturgis was fun. It was fun walking around downtown a couple times. Like I only went down there at nighttime. One of the last nights we were there, Monday night. But like the roads out there are great. I loved riding out there. Needles Highway is still my favorite. I like Needles Highway way better than the back of the Dragon. Still. I didn't get to do Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain was pretty close because we did go to Mount Rushmore, but I wanted to go right around those bridges and stuff, the little loop-de-loop wooden bridge things that were on Iron Mountain. I didn't get to stop at Devil's Tower either. We rode past it for the blue ride. That was fun. But there. Starting to look like a ship. There. Getting there. Just say I still got it. I still got 4 bags left, so out of 13. What time is it? How long have I been on? An hour? That's not bad. Let's say I'll probably stay on till at least 5. I know South Dakota was just a straight shot. It was because I went during COVID too. I stayed on 90. 90 is interesting because South Dakota, the speed limit's 80 miles an hour on the highway. So that's where I wish I would have had more of a touring bike. Even though the bike will easily cruise at 80, it's still been nice to have something that was a cruise at a little bit lower RPM. I know these are the Scout and Scout 60s are high revving engines to begin with. Oops. Sometimes I wonder with these Legos, they should have you put the other pieces on first. Like they got the order kind of different. It would have been easier to put that small red piece on there before the other piece I just assembled. Oh yeah, I got to do this twice. All right. Yeah, it'd be nice to have something not quite as high revving on the highway. I said the bike doesn't struggle, but I know with the louder exhaust, that's what I said. I think if next bike I probably won't. I say that, but I love that sound my bike makes. But I don't know if I'll go with the loud exhaust. If I try to get it so it's set up better for cruising, but I hate the stock exhaust on any bike. I'd like to buy a bike that's already set up, ready to go for the most part, though. That's why I said like the Super Chief would be nice. I don't care for the bags that come on those though are the same ones that they have. Oops, that's right. Nice. 2 times. All right. The bags that come on this Super Chief are the same ones that come standard with the Scout. They're the same, not standard with the Scout, but they're the same bags as the Scout. Not that I'm endorsing them, but I do like the Viking bags. But I'm supposed to be doing another review for Viking bags. They're supposed to be sending me something, but I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't heard from the person that I've been talking to since I think 20 days ago. It was the beginning of December. I know Black Phoenix just got whatever. He did something today where he opened something up. I don't think he got the same thing I did. The one bag I got a review is like a Sissy Bar backpack bag. Sakes, I have a big travel bag. I have a smaller bag that I bought too. But almost like if I got the Sport Chief though, I don't think I'd put saddlebags on it. I think I keep thinking about it. I'd like to have it with just like a really tall Sissy Bar, like taller than what we got on the Scout 60s now. Like a 30-inch Sissy Bar. 30-inch Sissy Bar would look cool. I'd have to try to talk to Dean Speed because I like Dean Speed's stuff. The Dean Speed Sissy Bar that's on there now. I wish I hadn't gotten the 6-pack rack because I don't even use it. I end up mounting my bag on the seat anyway when I travel. And that bag I used to travel, I actually bought used off of eBay. I think it's a Saddleman. That bag's done really well on my trip so far. I had to buy a different rain cover for it. Huh. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this part twice or not. Probably. Let's see. But I've got a Viking bags trunk that I got too, and I've doesn't really sit well on the Sissy Bar in the rack, so I don't use it. It's a nice hard trunk too, but I just don't use it. I should sell it. I wouldn't mind doing a giveaway if I thought people would actually watch the stupid video, but whatever. I don't want to just give away stuff for people that are just going to come watch the giveaway video and then never come back. Kind of like a lot of my subscribers have done to me now. But yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this part twice or not, but I'm doing it. Imagine it probably connects to the two I've already done. Yeah, every year I think about consolidate. I can fit everything in my bag pretty easily. My wife never rides with me, so I don't think she's ever going to probably ride with me on a trip. I always keep telling her to drive down the van, like kind of like your wife drives down and then which worked out nice with the rain. We always have separate stuff going on. We do a lot of stuff together, but it just doesn't work out. This year probably won't be any different. Just with my daughter's graduating, her son's graduating and going to college. So we just do what we can. My bag's pretty good size that I use, though. That's one thing. A lot of people overpack. I don't know. Multi-day trips, and if you're going to be gone like the whole summer, you're just going to have to find like a laundromat or something. That's the one thing. If you end up renting a house, a lot of times you rent the house, they have washers and dryers and stuff in them. So that's what worked out for Sturgis. We had a house, the washer and dryer. I don't think I could go that far and camp. Yeah. I do want to camp on the bike at some point. Like I said, I'd like to do it on the Chanda. I got a trunk on there. All I need is my tent and throw a couple things in there. I'd probably stay somewhere in Pennsylvania camping. One of the state parks. They have some places where you can kind of tent camp for free. I think you just have to get like a permit or something. I got to look into that more. I definitely want to camp more. I don't want to camp at VAM unless everybody else did. Yeah, I know there's been talk of going down earlier too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it this year because I would have liked to have done a trip where I kind of go to the tail of the dragon and stuff too. So that's not that far away. Who knows? Yeah. I rode with last, was that when I changed over my saddlebags? I rode without a sissy bar, or just with a little sissy bar bag for a while. Which I kind of like the looks of it better without the saddlebags, but I use my saddlebags going to work. I mean, with me working 40 miles away, and I ride whenever. Sometimes it's warm and sometimes it's colder in the morning, warmer in the afternoon, or vice versa, depending on the time of the year. But, so I'm always carrying crap. And of course, I'm always carrying snacks for work or food for work. So yeah, actually, I got to book my second camping trip. My daughter and I are doing the first camping trip at Darien Lake where I camped last year. I'm actually going to stay there twice, both times for concerts this year. I'm going to try and get the same spot I had last year. Well, I already got it for the June trip, but I should start looking into 2025. I would like to have a meetup somewhere in Pennsylvania again. Somewhere. Like I want to go toward either that or the Adirondacks. I want to go in the mountains. Wherever I have the meetup this time, it's going to be in the mountains. It's still probably going to be at least a half a day trip for me to ride wherever it is. But as much as I like VAM, there may come a time where I don't do it one year. But I like doing that trip though. All right. Am I missing a piece? Or am I blind? I'm blind. Piece was upside down. I don't. The Pam meetup is like 3 hours from me. I really want to do that one, but my June is so booked. Like I said, 2 graduations and a concert. If I do that one, it's probably going to be last minute. Like I said, that's only a 3-hour ride for me. That's an easy one. I could possibly just come down for a day or two. Who knows? I don't want to miss VAM. I'd like to do that one more time at least. I know McStash and Sinister don't plan on doing those this year. I think Toby Norton's planning on doing Pam. At least he had something else going on where he was going to pass through about that time. I don't know. Yeah, because on the Pam thing, they say it's like Wednesday through Saturday, which I know, like VAM, a lot of people show up a day or two early. I don't know. One of these years, I got to do a longer trip again. Like I said, it's nice doing these trips, but I think that's it for this bag. Let's see. Yeah, say Pam's not that far. There's 2 different routes I could do. I might, if I was going to do that one, I'd probably take pretty much the same route. Yeah, I know Black Phoenix won't come down for Pam. He'll probably do Laconia since he's up that way. I still would like to do Laconia. That'd be a nice ride up there. That and Lake George has Americade. Americade's in the Adirondacks. That's at Lake George, New York. Yeah, I just finished up the back part on there. All right, we're start bag number 10. It's going a lot quicker than yesterday. Yesterday seemed like it's a little slower now. Americade, I guess, is all right. That's a week long. I think that one is really good for doing demo rides, though. I think Americade, a lot of the big companies show up there. But I say a lot of the Japanese manufacturers really aren't coming up with anything new, though. Honda a little bit. I say they would update some of their bikes. They've been making some of the same bikes for freaking 15, 20 years. Americade's in Lake George, New York. I think it's Lake George, up in the Adirondacks. That one's been going on a long time. They've moved that one a couple times this time of year since COVID. I don't know if that one's in June or not. There's a tiny, like old-fashioned style motorcycle. Excuse me. Motorcycle meetup. They call it Little Sturgis. Yeah, Laconia. One day I'm going to get up there, though. But, yeah, another minifigure. Does he have any weapons? I got to look at the picture. They don't show him with any weapons or anything. Nope. Now, one guy, 4 minifigures and 1 gun so far. But, yeah, Laconia is on my bucket list. Americade would be pretty cool, especially if I wanted to do demo rides and stuff. I know a lot of people, be a lot of YouTubers up there doing Americade. D-Best 1A lives up that way somewhere. I haven't seen him do a YouTube video in a long time. I still follow him on Instagram, but Bruce is awesome. He's actually one of the first people I met when I started doing this. I went on that West Virginia trip, which I'd like to go back down there again. I pass through that area every year going to VAM, so oops. How many times do I have to do this one? So far, once. To say, I'd actually like to just go to West Virginia again one year. I know the Pam meetup is technically West Virginia, I think, right by Pittsburgh. To say, I might, if I do it, I'm going through Ohio. I'll probably do the same I don't know. I could do the back roads for that one. Stay off the highway for that one. Still probably do it in 3.5 hours. That's how close it is for me. Yeah, because that's more or less right off the Ohio River. It's not too far from where we did the own. I don't think. I don't McStash isn't going to do that one. I don't know if Road Glide Andy would come up for that one. That was I'd like to own. I just yeah, I'd like to. I did do the Talon in West Virginia. That's that, and I have yet to ride through one of the tunnels, though, which is funny. I just miss the tunnel going to Virginia every year. I'd like to go through the big tunnels once. Pennsylvania has the tunnels too, but they charge you a freaking shit ton of money to do the tunnels, which is stupid. Someday, if I have more time, I think I may switch up my route to VAM even, because I know I just get on the highway and go. But there's so many nice other roads I could probably take on the way down there. I just try to hurry up and get down there, especially with me going Thursday, trying to make sure I get to the Sonic meetup. That's the last time you see half the people is when you go to the Sonic meetup, because half of them won't ride with us again. They take off, which I don't care. Whatever. There's some places down there I'd like to go to, and during the VAM meetup that Mr. G hasn't taken us to yet. There's an overlook that's an hour or so, a couple overlooks that's like an hour or so away I'd like to go to. But I just hate to go, and then Mr. G plans stuff out, and then people don't even show up for it. So whatever, we're all adults and stuff, but I don't know. I'm set on my route down there every year, so I know my gas stops already planned in the GPS, and most of them are sheets, so I really wish Sheets would sponsor me. I would get free gas for my trips. Free gas and food. That's all I care about. They wouldn't have to pay me, just give me free gas and food. That's half the battle. I have to look into my hotel for VAM too, because I don't know if I want to stay at the same hotel again. It was nice with all of us staying there, but I'd like to figure out either stay there or stay back at the Finn Castle where we stayed before. Kind of have to just figure out where you guys are going to stay, I guess, and I'll figure that out from there. We could discuss this somewhere on Instagram or something. Yeah, I just want to figure out where you guys are going to be. Let's say if for some reason we don't all ride together, at least we hang out at the hotels at night, which is cool too. I got a feeling some of the people that have been going to the meetup, not to mention any names, but won't be going too many more years. I know there's some of us that are getting older that can't ride anymore, so which sucks. But I'm hoping they still come to the meetups, at least hang out. Sucks getting older. There's going to be that time where I probably get reduced down to 3 wheel or reduced up to 3 wheels, which is nothing wrong with it. I've looked at spiders. I love spiders are cool. I don't know if I'd want a full regular trike though. I don't know. I couldn't do what Black Phoenix does though on his spider he has now, the Riker. I can't. That's crazy. That's what I say. I like going to the Sonic. I like going to where we hang out. Do I have to put this on anywhere? No. Get me starting the next one already. But say that our group of guys is definitely getting older. I need to go back and start walking and doing stuff again though. I did go. My wife and I did go for a walk on Christmas Day. It was warm out. It was nice out, but that's pretty much it. The rest of the time, it's been rainy and crappy. So, but that'd be nice if hang out again with everybody. Have a live stream where I walk around out in the rain that nobody watched. It's funny. There's a lot of people that I've followed over the years too that have some pretty decent sized channels in our little moto vlogger or whatever groups that refuse to go to the meetups because they don't want to ride in groups of people. But then I see them riding with groups of other people, so go figure. Then I've seen people that just don't do videos at all anymore. I got one guy in my town that he and I rode to the first meetup together, and I've ridden with him a couple times, and then I just don't hear from him again. He just posted something about getting a new bike, though. I don't know. He just doesn't do YouTube anymore. Yeah, I'm hoping we rode the back of the Dragon in the rain. Jesus, off and on, but worst part for me was coming down. I got caught in a really bad rainstorm this year. Flip this over. Yeah, the roads were flooded in that one section. Still not as bad as when I had my meetup, though. We had really bad storms. Move some of this out of the way. Yeah, I'm hoping that place we went to last year for the dinner, maybe we'll go there again. It was decent for them just opening up. I know I started following their Facebook page too. They're still going. They still got music and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, first group ride I ever really went on. I used to ride with my friend a little bit. That's how I got started. I rode with a couple people, but I went on a poker run, and shit, these guys were freaking stopping, having a freaking beer. They pull a beer out of their saddlebag. They get their poker chip or poker cards or whatever stamped. I don't remember how we did it. And then they'd freaking jump back on the bike and they'd haul ass to the next stop, or they'd go to a bar in between. I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. middle of the day, they're drinking already, riding bike. Yeah, that was my first and only poker dice run that I've ever done. So haven't done it again. Tried to talk to people at that one too, and like people are just not friendly at that one. It's like we're all supposed to be freaking bikers, and you don't even want to talk to nobody. They all came in their little groups and didn't want to talk to no one. Oops. Yeah. They were starting to get the top of the ship built. It's come out pretty good. That's nice because you can kind of open it up too, I think. Not that you're really seeing much of anything in there, but at least you can kind of look at it. Yeah, once I'm done, I'll probably display it and never do anything with it again other than dust it off once in a while. Yeah, that poker run I went on for is the credit union that I'm part of. They only did it that one. They did it a couple times. I only did it once, and then they quit doing it. That said, it was nice because they had like a steak fry at the end. You got a steak fry as part of your donation or whatever. I was cooking mine on the charcoal grill, and the guy said I was burning it, which I wasn't. I like mine medium, but I like it crispier, a little crispier on the outside. But yeah, I like to have a beer. I don't think I've only a few times that I've been out on my rides that I've actually had a beer when I'm out there, and like I went to like a microbrewery that cooks really good burgers and has decent beer. So I had a beer there. One beer's all right, but these guys were pounding back the cheap freaking beer. They had their saddlebags full of ice, and they had the case of beer or whatever between the two saddlebags. Each one of them had their own too. It wasn't like one of them was carrying it. They were doing it on their own. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Those are the people think they're badass bikers, and I'm like, no, you're just fucking drunk. You're just a drunk on a motorcycle. Being a drunk and riding motorcycles not making you a biker. You're just a freaking drunken idiot. Somebody hit you in their car and they'd blame the person for being a cager. No, you're just a drunk. Those are the people that make me that, and the freaking not all sport bikers, I can't say, but some of those guys that sit there and haul ass down the road like freaking idiots. It's fun to go fast, but there's a limit to that too on a public highway when there's other people involved. I like to speed allegedly, but I don't do it when I'm around other people, so Lord knows I've gotten enough tickets. Oops, I got that one going the wrong direction. I've gotten my fair share of tickets over the years, but actually haven't gotten one on the bike yet. My custom tool. Put that one in the wrong direction. I generally try not to drink too much alcohol and drive. I definitely don't go very far if I do have more than a few drinks. Try to stay within reason when I do it. That's kind of like why I like to go back and sit at the hotel and have a couple. I think I got that one right. Flip it. I know. Go over to my friend's house quite a bit. He lives about a mile from here. My wife and I both go over there. We'll have a couple drinks or something, and it's about the only time you'll see me drinking anything harder than a beer or wine. So I don't have very far to go. So, doing this right. Yeah, this must be different than the other side. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I should be repeating the same thing over and over again, but I'm not with some of these. Oh yeah, I did a video on it. Having too many damn tickets. Good old every ticket I've ever gotten is New York State. Never gotten one in another state. Never even been close. New York uses it as freaking source of income. Shit. I think I got this backwards. Yep. Damn. I got this part backwards. Oops. Didn't see the little part where it said to flip it. All right. But my last ticket was last year when our last camping trip. One of those little towns. I rolled through a stoplight. Changed at the last minute. I was towing the camper too, so it wasn't like I was going to slam on the brakes at all. All right. Yeah, I had this backwards. Yeah, that was a freaking steep fine too. That pissed me off. Oops. Take that back off. Yeah, the biggest thing with these stupid tickets is the fee they add to it. I think if I was stupid rich, though, I wouldn't give a shit about getting tickets because I'd probably have whatever the fastest stupid car out there I could have and get tickets and just pay it and not worry about it. Go take a class. I know it's not the smartest thing in the world, but it's fun. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, New York's stupid. Another reason why I want to move. Living in PA and having to go to New York all the time sucks. But I don't have a lot of incentive to stay here for too much longer. I don't want to move away from my daughter though. But I don't think she wants to stay around here anyway. She's going to go to college next year where I work, so maybe she'll be lucky and find something out of that. I don't know what her plan is after that. No, one time she talked about going to Oregon and stuff. She likes the looks of that. Out that way. I don't know. That probably changed since then. I've never been to Oregon, but been to California, but never been to Oregon. I would go visit. I would like to ride motorcycle pretty much anywhere, honestly. Be nice to be one of these people like Whit Meza who planning a trip this year. I don't know if you follow her or not, but she butt on a Sportster. That's what kind of got her started off. But she's done all 50 states in like 11 days. But she's planning a trip this year where she's going to ride from, I think, Wisconsin down to somewhere in Florida. I don't know if she's going to Daytona or Fort Lauderdale or something. I don't remember the details exactly, but she's going to ride down to Florida, turn around, ride back up, and go all the way up to Alaska, and turn around, go back home to Wisconsin. I think all within, I don't know if she's doing 10 days or 2 weeks. Did it freeze up? I'm on a delay, so is it back? All right. I don't care as long as everybody can kind of hear me. I'm on the I'm on the laptop camera anyway, so yeah, she goes on some awesome trips. I would say two of my favorite people to follow for these trips is Wit and then Ride to Food. Ride to Food is just like year round. She goes everywhere. She's got like they all both have some sponsorships, so it makes it easier. I don't know how Wit does it though because she's actually got family. You know, say I think she has a daughter, but I think her husband's still in the military. I know I think she was in the military too for a little bit. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly. Is it grainy? This could be my shitty lighting down here too, or maybe my internet. I don't think anybody's home using up the internet. So, all right, where am I at? All right, I'm actually going to go turn my heat down too. It could be my lighting's really bright down here, but could be reflecting off the white table. Just turn the heat down a little bit. Lord knows my router that I'm connected to too is right outside. I wish this laptop would actually plug into the internet. The laptop I used before could plug in, but then that one didn't have a good card or whatever, so it was not a good one for doing live streams because I couldn't use the camera on it because it looked like crap. So let's see. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing something wrong on this one. That's right. Someday maybe I'll just get a good desktop computer with a camera and be nice to have a studio. Yeah, she did the Pan America. I think they gave the Pan America to her to do the trip. Oh, what sticker is it? Number 2. And I think she's got a Pan. She's doing it on the Pan America again. But Ride to Food, I don't know. I'm trying to think what kind of bike she has. I can't remember. I met her briefly at a Sheetz after the first fam, which is funny because they had they was like one of those babes ride out type things. And those her and a couple other girls had stopped at a Sheetz, and a bunch of us that were riding back through Pennsylvania and stuff stopped at the same Sheetz at the same time. Matt from Motos and Minis and Throttle Fiend, which was kind of cool. But as I say, as far as YouTube channels and stuff, I like those. They are good travel, camping, whatever channels. But I know they got sponsors, but what I mean, they earned them. They're both earned their sponsorships and stuff. So there's a few channels out there that I really don't think should have as many followers as they should have. It's definitely not a jealousy thing. I think it's just based on other things that I won't mention. Yeah, I don't know if you follow Ride to Food or not, but she's always got stuff on Instagram. Different places she's gone to eat, and there were some places in Wisconsin that she went to eat that I was going to try and go to when I went to Wisconsin last year. I didn't end up going. I kind of stayed closer to my hotel. I think I'm almost done with this bag. How long am I? An hour and 48. Is it almost 5 o'clock already? Damn. I still got like 3 bags left to do. She ate a pretty good lunch today, so I'm not in a hurry to go eat dinner yet. I don't even know what the hell we're doing. Make sure I'm putting this in the right spot. Yeah, if you get a chance to check out Ride to Food, I would do it. So she's been all over the country on her bike. That's literally Ride to Food. If you type that in, it'll probably come up. I don't know if she's got any underscores or lines or whatever, but I think if you just searched it, it'll come up because she's got a pretty big following, pretty good sized channel for IG. And what's this one on this side? Yeah. I like how I'm promoting other channels that probably would never even watch me, but I don't care. Yeah. Got this side done now. Yeah, see, there's something with the light, the way the light reflects, and I think it's a laptop camera too. Because I'm just using the laptop camera. That's why I want to start doing a little bit of research here before I do another live stream this year. Because I'm probably going to keep doing. My light is beaming directly down on this white tabletop too. So, but again, like I'm aiming the laptop toward it. I'm starting bag 11 now. I got 3 bags left. Man, I'm finishing this. I don't know. Or I could save the 2 last bags for tomorrow and jump on again. I got nothing going on other than working during the day this week. I decide all these live streams go long. Barely anybody's watching. That's literally Ride to Food. So I think her real name is Stacy Wilt, maybe. If that's I don't know. This is bag number 11. Got 4 minifigures and a small ship, and working on the big ship. They say there's 2 more bags left after this one, but these going pretty quick. But yeah, she's got sponsors. She rides all over, but she camps out. Sometimes she stays in hotels, but I think she camps out for the most part. And like some of the food, like if you go back and look at some of the places she's gone to eat, it's like holy crap, barbecue and. But it's like I don't know, crazy, amazing stuff. That stuff I don't think you could do and have a full family life. That's for sure. Her the stuff she posts is great. It's I don't know. I must be getting old or something. Some of the pages I follow, like they started off as pages that were motorcycle content and stuff, and now it's gotten to be ridiculous where they start showing more skin to get more followers and whatever. Sell the calendars. They want to sell calendars of them half naked on a motorcycle, which not saying I don't like to look at that stuff, but the same token, I ain't doing that to get followers. Nobody's going to look at me doing that to get followers. So that's the only reason they got followers. They barely show motorcycle content anymore. It would be. I don't know. I can't do it full time. Let's see. I can't see how you would do it as a. I guess I don't know. My wife, like with my wife not being into motorcycle riding and stuff too, like I am, she lets me pretty much do whatever I want as far as the motorcycle stuff and car stuff. And she'll follow me on the car stuff. She'll go to the car meets and car shows or whatever. She likes that. She likes that stuff too. My daughter likes a lot of the stuff that I do too, so she'll go to the car shows with me and stuff. Those videos, for some reason, I still can't get. I've done 2 different versions of car videos, stills and video, and I don't know. I can't get people to watch those stupid things. I don't know why. I see channels with half the amount of content and half the amount of followers getting tons of views on car videos. I would like to do more of those. I'd like to do more camping related videos. Those tend to do really well for other people, just not so much for me. Yeah, that's what the camping trips are good for that. But the thing is, my wife wants to get a bigger camper too. I like my camper, but the worst part is the storage. With the pop up, you can't really store too much in there, and it's hard too. Like the pop up I bought is great. I got a really good deal on it, and all right, I screwed something up. I got a really good deal on it. So say I'm going to do a couple more things to it next year. I'm going to rebuild the access door on it. There's one of my videos. I already have most of the material I need to do that. And then I'm going to paint it. And of course, sleep in it. But I really don't know, like, after that, how much more I could do as far as other than just camping, actual camper videos. I still do all my editing on my phone too. At some point, I may have to break. That's one of those things where I'll probably have to get a regular computer or laptop computer eventually. Because I know, like, my Samsung phone has a memory card, and they don't think they make my Samsungs with memory card. I refuse to go to Apple. I will never own an Apple phone. I like the Apple computers, Macs, because I used to do graphic design a little bit on Macs, but I've never owned a Mac computer. I've only used them at school when I was in school. But my graphic design days are over. I never got a job in that, and I don't see me doing it now without going back to school full time to learn all the modern shit. Actually, a lot of my early graphic design stuff was hand drawn still. Go figure. I took a few computer classes when I started working at my job, but let's say most of that shit now is so obsolete. Anything on the computer now that I did is obsolete. I'd like to know how some of my friends did that I went to school with. I have, because I went to college 2 years for graphic design and photography and stuff, but which I'm sure I used some of that knowledge doing YouTube. But I know a couple people. One girl I used to be friends with in college. I haven't seen her. I only saw her once since I graduated. She was in some, like, I did a lot of painting in college. It was one of the things I ended up switching to toward the end. I did a lot of painting stuff, but which is more or less useless now. But with the right sticker, I think I grabbed the wrong sticker. Oops. But she was going to go to California and do stuff like special effects. I had heard she was on, like, I lost contact with her. I don't talk to her anymore, but I heard she was going to do one of the Star Trek movies at one point. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I'll have to pay for whatever because I probably wouldn't want to do the free versions of anything. Let's see, but I'm sure I could learn it easy enough. Right now, I just do what I got to do. But yeah, my one friend from college, she was actually going to California. I knew a couple people that were going out to California eventually, but I say I don't have contact with any of those people anymore. My wife's niece, well, I guess technically it would be my niece too. She was working. I don't know what she did. I don't even know if she went to college. I would have to ask my wife. She's probably not watching right now. I know she thinks she's done working, but she actually worked for The Walking Dead before that show ended, and actually she's going to be working on the new Superman film that they're going to be filming in Cleveland. They're going to start filming that next year in Cleveland with a Superman movie that's coming out in 2025, the whole reboot. She does stuff with photography. I know she's been all over, but I know she's going to be doing stuff. All right, I think I got this messed up. Or do I? Let me look at that. I may have to move that. I feel like those are in the wrong spot. Maybe not. Look at it again. These may have to move forward a little bit. All right. But yeah, I guess technically would be my niece too. Is going to be working on the Superman movie. Not probably in it. I think I got this right. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, she got to work with Norman Reedus and all those people. I'm like, yeah, I'm freaking jealous. When that ended that job. But she was from that area, Georgia. I don't know what else she's working on right now. But I know she likes to travel, so I don't actually follow any of them. My wife shows me the pictures. I don't follow much family on oops, that piece came off. Didn't push hard enough. And that'd be pretty cool to meet up. Like if I wanted to meet any celebrity, it would be Norman Reedus for sure. But go ride with him. All right, something doesn't seem right with this one. Hmm. I feel like something's wrong with this one that I'm working on. Let's see. Oops. Well, I think I screwed something up. Hang on. Yeah, I feel like I screwed something up on this piece. Yeah, I feel like something's off with this piece. Something's not right. Huh. I hate when it happens. I feel like something's not right with this one. Looks right on the page, though. If I look at the page, it looks like it's right. do I have it? Don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I feel like I did something wrong in this part. Weird. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Yeah, Ritas and that ride with Ritas, he had Keanu on there. That's what I'm doing wrong. I got it on the wrong side. I'm an idiot. All right. Yeah, he went with Keanu, and they went to that thing out in the desert there they were riding, which was cool as hell. Yeah, I just did that section. Got a lot of the back section done now. How long have I? It's after 5. I think I'll finish up this bag. I might call it for the day, at least for the live stream, and then maybe tomorrow I'll come back and finish it. I don't know. I'll definitely come back on and finish it at some point. If I've done the live stream to this point and then didn't finish it on camera, that'd be pretty stupid, I think. But, all right. Yeah, I'm going to finish this one up. I might call it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do another Lego set besides this one. I got enough of them to do. Finish this one after work tomorrow. Come down here and not listen to my wife having meetings. Yeah, I'll finish this one up and probably call it a day. What the hell? There's only 2 bags left, so I can do that, and then I can have it, put it on the display, show everybody it on the display. Just finish this bag up, and this will be the end of the stream. I don't want to go 3 hours again. Let's say there aren't that many people watching this anyway. Maybe afterwards they'll come back and watch it, but which I'm fine with. If I get a couple people, that's all right. One guy didn't come back on here. Was on here talking about Star Wars stuff yesterday. But yeah, I definitely should try to spend some time with my wife and have a tasty beverage and figure out dinner. Go through this one quick so I can get her done. Yeah, I think I'm just building the set. It looks like the last 2 bags are probably like a minifigure and then building the center of the ship. So finish her off and put it on the display. And I think I got a spot already cleared out for it up here with the, yeah, put that in the wrong spot. I have a few. I'm putting this with my Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett stuff, more or less. Since this is technically the one from the Ahsoka series and not the actual one from the Rebel series. Thanks for hanging out and watching a lot of the stream today, Nick. We'll see. Anybody that's watching this later on, thank you. Again, like I always appreciate. Even if you watch for a few minutes, I always appreciate it. I'm nobody. I'm just me. I'm no freaking celebrity or anything, so I don't expect a lot of people to watch this or anything I put out. It's nice when they do. I like people watching me put out. Giggity. All right. Yeah, I made sure I flipped it the right way this time. Yeah. But yeah, if anybody pops in here and watches this later on, just finish off this one bag. I got 2 bags left. I might just finish that up tomorrow. I'll definitely finish it up tomorrow. This is the longest I've ever taken to build, though. So the only time I've ever done it on a live stream. I said, just doing the live stream for fun. See who pops on. Did I get a chance to talk to for a little bit? Say Nick was on here today. Yesterday I had Black Phoenix on here a little bit. Not on the stream, but watching. I know a lot of people that follow me aren't really into Legos. A couple people are, but let's see if you're on. Get a chance to watch this later on. Thank you. Even if you don't pay attention to it, leave it on. It helps me out. Any watch time helps me out. I'm finishing up bag number 11 out of 13. I did 5 yesterday. I did, looks like, 5 today? So, something like that. My math is not so bueno sometimes. But I'm be finishing this up, and I'll probably call the live stream quits today. I'm not doing 3 hours, and I started later today. I wanted to start early yesterday. I had technical issues all day. I had all day to screw around with this, so today I do not. I actually had to go to work for a little bit, so where are we at? But yeah, I'm kind of finishing the sides of the ship today. We'll be probably finishing up tomorrow doing the. See, I got to look at this, make sure I'm doing it the right direction. Be finishing up the center, and I'll be cleaning it up, putting it on the display. This is the first one I've ever bought a display from. It's the biggest one I've ever done, so probably my favorite, definitely my favorite build for Star Wars. I love doing the helmets, but this is actually really fun doing this one too. Make sure I got everything kind of matches up to what I'm doing right now on the page. Looks like I did it right. We'll find out in a minute, I guess. Finish this up, and this is going to be it for the stream tonight. After I do this, put this last section on, and I think, oh yeah, I got to finish doing the front in here a little bit too, or technically this is the back, but see what I got done so far. I'll actually put the rest of it on camera so you can see what I'm doing. I think, of course, the Ghost will go on here at some point, somewhere. But yeah, 4 minifigures. I'll have one more minifigure left in one of the last 2 bags. Yeah, that's how far I've gotten so far. I'm going to finish this up and call it quits. You know, I've said that a few times. I know I'm talking to myself because nobody else is on here anymore. All right. Let's see. Get this done. Get off the internet, you dummy. I'm actually on page 210. This is bag number 11, like I said. I will probably finish this up tomorrow. I'll probably try to get on by 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'll get home from work and have some kind of lunch when I get home from work. Probably leftovers of some sort. Probably do some split pea. I had ham and stuff today, so I fried up some ham with my Guinness glaze in the pan. Mashed taters. Let's see, what sticker am I on? Number 3. How's number 3? Right there. Can't find number 3. Mess that up. Oops, put that in the wrong spot. That sucks. At least I figured it out now. Don't sit there too long. Wait to see if anybody actually pops on, but I am going to be finishing up here in a little bit. Even if somebody pops on, I got to do something else with my life other than Legos and working. Like important things like watching TV and eating some sort of food. Actually helping my wife do that. Whatever dinner is, I don't know what her and the kids decide they want to have. I don't know. I don't think my stepson's not home yet, so he went and actually did something with his friends, and other than sitting playing games, which he'll probably do after he gets home, which is what kids do now. I know my daughter had to go to work, so I know she's not on here. Making more money at her part-time job than I do at my part-time job. So, all right. This last piece finished up and assembled on the ship, and then I'm going to call it quits. Go do something else. I said I would probably go do Legos again if my wife felt like I don't think she's going to want to do them after work, though. She's got her own sets to do. I'd probably do something, one of my smaller sets. I got a car, got my first regular car set that's not Ghostbusters. So, let's see. Make sure I'm doing this right. I am not. Got it backwards. Oops. Got these backwards on there. Easy fix. Oop, come on. Yeah, I hope I get to see a few people come in again tomorrow. I know yesterday I didn't even announce anything. I was having too many issues with technology anyway yesterday, so I don't think I'm going to even bother with the GoPro tomorrow. Somebody wants to send me a camera overnight, I'll do the second cam, but I think that's in the right spot. Page 211 done. That that's definitely time to be done. All right. Finish this last piece off as long as everything's in there where it's supposed to be, and I'll show you what it looks like. Damn, I had a tickle in my throat. Show you where I'm at so far, get everything into position. Closed up. And we just finished off that piece. But yeah, that's what I got so far. We're just finished up bag 11. Still 2 bags left, and I'll finish that up tomorrow. I'll do another I'll do another live stream tomorrow for the last 2. You can actually see my ugly mug on camera for a little bit, my stupid Ahsoka hat. But that's where we're at so far. I'm going to call it quits. There's nobody watching right now anyway, so probably come on again tomorrow about 3 o'clock, and maybe I'll announce it on Instagram again like I did today. Didn't get any more watchers than yesterday, but it's all right. I'm doing this for fun, talking to myself, talk to Nick for a little bit, talking about motorcycles and trips, and not just Legos. If you want to come on here and talk about something other than Legos and motorcycles, I'm game with that too. But we're almost done with the Ghost. I'm gonna say I'd probably finish up the sides and this back section tomorrow. Probably one more minifigure. I should have Hera. Starting off with Hera tomorrow with bag number 12 and 13, lucky 13. But thanks for watching, everybody that watches this. Thanks for talking today, Nick. Hopefully I get to see some of you people tomorrow can join in and watch and talk motorcycles, talk trips, whatever. talk Lego, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever. Thanks for watching. Calling it quits. Really calling it quits this time. Bye for now.